It's been a while since I've seen 40-year-old virgin. That's one of those you can always throw on.
40-year-old virgin is one of those. God damn, Kevin Hart wasn't a celebrity yet.
Mm.
Hey, I watched 40-year-old version, and then I watched this afternoon as I was painting the basement because I wasn't sure if we was gonna do an in-person podcast or not. So I was getting the scene ready. Um, but as I was painting, I was listening to Dame Dash on Comedy Hype News. He did an interview with them. They was talking about in a not so flattering way, but without actually saying anything negatively about Kevin Hart. It was Tone Capone talking to Dame Dash, and he was like, "Yeah, because I don't know what I did a show, and after I did the show, you had told me you wanted me, and you told me to bring a couple guys, and you said bring the little guy, and you didn't even know his name at that time. You was talking about Kevin Hart. So what was it about me that didn't allow you like see that in me, and continue working with me? Because I got scripts, I be writing. This motherfucker really said that shit. You know how you be
Is
thinking people be a certain way and then they get other places and then they're not that way no more?
Hey, he probably been wanting to ask that nigga that shit for 23 years.
and then they want to know why you ain't get yours.
And
Fam,
all I heard was, "Why you want to play with
hey,
my frog, Demeter?" Like, that's all I heard. That's all
but
I
the
heard when he
funniest,
said that shit.
but the funniest shit is, motherfucker. First of all, that's not Tone Capone. Second, nigga, could you imagine thinking you at the fucking because comedian Capone back then was like the shit. He was it. He was it as far as New York comedians went. Kevin Hart was a
Mm-hmm.
little known nigga out of fucking Philadelphia who and Philly wasn't even getting no shine on no front at the time. Like
Not on no
state
comedy
that's why
show.
state property was such a avant-garde ass group because Philly wasn't getting no shine to be so close to the East Coast. And
Mm-hmm.
so being Tone, I'm damn, you got me calling nigga Tone Capone. Capone was
And not
almost the
Tone
Eddie Murphy.
Capone.
Right.
Not Tone
Capone was
Capone, yeah.
almost the Eddie Murphy of that time. And just imagine you think you Eddie Murphy at that time, and just some unknown nigga from an unknown market get picked up. You're gonna want to ask a motherfucker, like, hey, Jack. Now I didn't want to say it back then because it had been hating, but I want to know what happened, baby.
Why him, not me?
What happened, baby?
Why
A
you
lot
gonna
of
kill
us.
my frog, Demeter?
Here's the funniest shit. While we finna still roast this nigga, a lot of us wish we had that courage. While we always walk around talking about it, I don't give a fuck. No, we all give a fuck. We all want to know.
Hey, look,
I,
not finna ask that motherfucker on a video interview.
again, like I said, because you don't have the courage, nigga. We all wish we had the courage to be that self-flagellant. We all wish we had the courage to forego our ego.
Hey, look. Hey, look.
That was bold, nigga. That's bold as a motherfucker.
Hey, look. You say bold, I say baffling. Why you gotta ask a motherfucker why they don't like you? Just look at you and look at the motherfucker they talking to as doing the things you want to do and figure out what it is you ain't doing that motherfucker doing. Because he liked to call Kevin Hart a bitch when when he was saying it. Because he was like, because he wasn't really cut from the same cloth like
Mm.
me and you cut from New York, Bronx, Harlem. I think he said Brooklyn or Harlem, whatever fuck Capone is from. So as you're shitting on the man, talking about to another man why you like him more than me, and he don't even really fuck with you, kind of like, so you should be shitting on him too. Please shit on him, and then love me while you shitting on him. That's what it came off like.
Oh, well, I ain't speaking to none of that. I'm speaking to the fact that asking a question to a motherfucker that you want to answer that may be less than uh popular, a less than popular question.
Hey,
We all had those moments where we wanted to know some shit, but we didn't have the courage to forego our ego to look like a sucker in the moment.
hey, look,
So I stand on it. I feel like that was brave.
hey, look. Brave all you want. Hindsightedly looking at it, I'm gonna say you shouldn't have done that shit.
You say what?
Hindsightedly looking at it, I'm gonna say you shouldn't have done that shit. He shouldn't have done that shit.
I don't
I
know.
mean, for
I just can't see asking another nigga why he ain't want me. And I wouldn't even ask my daddy.
What's wrong with my jokes?
right, but you wouldn't ask your daddy not because you wouldn't want to know though.
Ah, no,
That,
I don't.
that see, that's the part we need to get over. Everybody acting like they don't give zero fucks about nothing. Like we all care. Now, none of us has the courage to break our ego down to ask our daddy why he don't give a fuck, but to act as if we don't give a fuck about nothing and nobody's opinion about nothing is just fucking blatantly disingenuous.
Hey, look,
Mm,
Like,
not that we don't care about nobody's opinion about nothing. I'm not saying that you shouldn't or it's less manly to care about the opinions of others. I'm not saying that. Well, to a degree, it definitely is.
mm,
But that wasn't what he was doing, though. It wasn't. It wasn't a. mm, It wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. Why didn't you like me? Necessarily, just why didn't you like me? It was why didn't you like me, and also will you like me now? It was weird. You would. I would. This wasn't supposed to be a segment. You would have to hear it. You would have to hear this grown ass man sit here and ask this other grown ass man, why not me? And also, could it still be me? Because I've been with my son working and we writing scripts every day. B.
mm. Nigga
It was
script
it was a
every
very
day, be.
it was a very very weird interview with him and Pierre. Um, disappointed me very much so. Dane Dane talked in the interview. He talked about how he has a record label. Well, not a record company. He does distribution. He gives distribution deals to people. That's what he does. He's a facilitator of sorts, and he
Mm.
does the same thing now with film. So Pierre gets on and say, "Man, yeah, if I can get with you, I'd like to get with you if you was, if you gonna put a movie out, just make sure you cut the checks right."
Eh, I don't see no problem with that.
I
Hey,
do
nigga,
see a problem with that,
you put movies out. Hey, I got some. You get the numbers right. We can do something.
fam. It, no, he said if you cut the checks right, insinuating some sort of devious practice. Like if you have your numbers correct and come to me for my movies, then I got you. We talking about Pierre. The movies ain't never coming out. We talking about Pierre asking another motherfucker, can you put my movies out, but also can you pay me what I think I'm worth or what I would want? And the fucked up part about it is when Dame get talking to these niggas and get the son of them motherfuckers and they don't know they being son. They ain't told this nigga, I don't cut checks, fam. You cut your own check. I just facilitate the process. I just will link you and get you I just put the shit out there. Now whatever it do is up to you. I just make sure that it's accessible for people. You got to make motherfuckers want to go get it.
Mhm.
Seems to me like you're looking for a motherfucker to give you some shit as opposed to wanting to be a boss and taking on ownership and risk for doing said shit. He said it somewhat like that, but not quite like that. but it was kind of like you acting like a little boy, and I'm trying to talk to you as a grown ass man. Please get on this level.
Mm, that's pretty
It
much the
was
way Dame talks to everybody, though.
yeah, but he said it nicer this time. No, it was way more of a nice way that of daming people. I
Yeah,
really didn't
shit,
mean it to
that
be a topic.
it shouldn't. I mean, is Dame Dash enough of an asshole that his process should be named after him? Dame Dash your way into some shit.
Hey, look, hey, look. The way Dame Dash talk, every time I hear him talk, I get more and more indoctrinated to the Dame Dash philosophy.
Dame Dash School of Dasher.
Hey, Dame Dash rule of dashery. I ain't mad at it. That motherfucker, his whole philosophy is I ain't mad at nobody for nothing they do. I just if before I get mad at you for not liking like if you don't want to put my daughter in your magazine, that's fine. I'll just make my own magazine and put my daughter on the cover. And how you argue with that?
Yeah,
How
I
you
mean,
mad at that? Hey, look, how you mad at a motherfucker who ain't finna get mad at nothing you do? Oh, you don't want me to smoke? You want me to rep your shoes? I'll just make my own shoes and rep them. Now they look how they look, but still they're mine, and I'm gonna wear these motherfuckers. And what you gonna say?
yeah,
Kind of like, hey, look, I
yeah,
cannot be mad at that. That's the type of thinking that we should definitely, try to incorporate. Uh, he said a lot of shit in that interview too, though. It was we should make it a topic at a point. I don't know. I didn't put it in the chat. I watched it this afternoon and didn't think about sharing it. Um, but he was talking about how we're programmed to do certain things. He was talking about how music influences people to, have a certain mindset. A lot of shit that some people have said before, but coming from that musical field and saying that you don't have um, a lot of kill, murder, death, other races being just blasted on the airways. And if it were to be blasted on the airways, it would be summarily taken down um, because it would not be palatable for the masses to say, I'm going to just kill a bunch of people.